No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
52, Mike 52. I got you. I got you. Check 37.
Topper.
Check 49. Check 49.
Big grip.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. This is caught by Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You're out. Recon, 132 fighter.
Come to my work.
They go.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon.
Check 99.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Hey, seam 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
91.
It's out time, guys. It's out time. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the curl.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go. Hard. Hit it.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big fella. 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Rock it.
Gets around him. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check.
Two draw quarter.
Rush in.
Smooth.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
22 jet bomber. Switch. Jim. Hey, Delta.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that. I know. That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on football.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Protein spill. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Got it? Hey, orbit.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Allison, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 47. Pick me up. Here we go. 47's the Mike. 47.
Hey, high 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Ready.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They get out there and put it on display.
Watch Mike. You can't block me.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Kill.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Slam.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch 36 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Mike.
Ready now.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Topper! Go!
I got motion.
Hey, Charlie! General West, get it!
Locke taking the snap at 1. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
What you got? What you got?
Hey, Alpha!
What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Looking to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Open here is Allison. That's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Blue draw Porkers.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
A big gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal to go.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, alert 3.
Look, squeeze.
Slam.
Be careful.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. But now it's 3rd and goal. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
There. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. 31's the mic.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that will be incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
You're out. Protein spill. Smoke. Get it.
Out of the gun now on third down. And caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
50 plant. X3, 218, chopper.
36 to Mike. Here we go.
Get it ready.
Back to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll set up a throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Delta.
Line 36. Line 36. Hey.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll expect.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him.
Hard. Switch. No. Right. Now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's 2nd down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Locke. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Locke now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Even. 4th down. Even. Check 9. 61. Matchbox lights.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check safety, check safety. 31's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. 31's the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Lock now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On the double.
Check that one, Mike 52 right here.
Look at me. Go.
He's coming. Double up.
Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll be brought down calls it's a sack. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Ready?
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Watch the screen.
Let's go.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the intercept.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5. Shoot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Tight dog. Kill.
Hey, turn it up.
Check Greystone, travel. Hey, Haywood.
Watch twits.
Let go. Hit it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Allen's got it complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
31's the mic.
Here we go.
31's the mic.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Quick, let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, seam 6.
39. Check Mike 39. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Big grip.
On first down, Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get